Welcome to the weekly news on NaijaWideTV. I am James Odediran. We begin this week's news with reports that President Muhammadu Buhari has requested the National Assembly to approve an additional $4 billion loan. Buhari is also seeking the nation's legislature approval for grant components of $125 million in the 2018-2020 external rolling borrowing plan. This is contained in a letter addressed to both chambers of the National Assembly and read on the floor at the resumption of plenary by the presiding officers on Tuesday. The State Security Service (SSS) has asked security agencies in Kaduna to step up surveillance and intelligence gathering in the state as Boko Haram leaders and their foot soldiers have relocated to southern Kaduna from Sambisa. In a memo sent by People's Gazette, the terrorists are said to have relocated from Sambisa Forest in Borno State to Rijana Forest in Chikun local government area of Kaduna State. The memo stated that a senior Boko Haram fighter, Ibrahim FNU, alongside his foot soldiers, were relocating to join their counterparts under the leadership of one Adamu Yunusa, aka Sadiku. The SSS ordered the Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) to increase security measures in the aforementioned areas and environs, and that operatives of the corps should be placed on alert and report accordingly. Former acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Maqu, is still on the federal government's payroll as a police officer despite his suspension, the Minister of Police Affairs, Megari Digyadi, has disclosed. The minister spoke on Tuesday when he featured as a guest on Channels TV's Politics Today current affairs program. Maqu was suspended along with several others in July 2020 for allegedly mismanaging funds of the commission, an allegation which he vehemently denied. The former EFCC boss was probed for over 3 months by a judicial panel of inquiry led by a former president of the Court of Appeal, Justice Ayo Salami. The panel made several recommendations, but the report has not been made public to date. No fewer than 21 suspects have been arrested by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) Ogun State Command. The agency said the state had turned a dumping ground for drugs. They were arrested within 1 month for drug-related offenses in the Gateway State. The NDLEA Assistant Commander, Drug Demand Reduction in Ogun, Maqu, also confirmed the seizure of 700 kilograms of cannabis within the period under review. Speaking at the command headquarters in Abeokuta, Maqu disclosed that the seizures were between August and September 14, 2021. After initial denial, the Nigerian Air Force on Thursday admitted that one of its fighter jets on a mission against terrorists unfortunately bombed civilians in Yobe State on Wednesday. NAF Director of Public Relations and Information Edward Gapquet disclosed this in a statement made available to journalists, adding that investigation had commenced into the incident. Reports had earlier reported that residents of Buhari community in the Yunusari local government area of Yobe on Wednesday claimed that a NAF fighter jet rained bullets from the skies and killed 9 people in the area, while several other villagers sustained injuries. Air Force spokesperson had on Wednesday denied reports linking one of its fighter jets to the bombing. Edward had explained that the mission last conducted by NAF in Yobe was earlier in the month. An industrial court of Nigeria sitting in Abuja on Friday ordered the striking resident doctors across the country to resume work with immediate effect. Justice Bashir Alkali ruled on an interlocutory injunction filed by Tochukwu Maduka-san on behalf of the federal government of Nigeria, based his judgment on the prevailing health cases of Nigerians and the need for doctors to resume duties as essential workers in curtailing the waves of COVID-19. Resident doctors in Nigeria have embarked on strike since August 2, 2021, demanding that the federal government should review the Memorandum of Understanding and other agreements reached with the body. But the federal government, through the Ministry of Health, filed an application before the court on 20th August 2021 seeking an injunction to restrain the striking doctors from continuing with their industrial actions. In business news, The Council of Ethnic Youth Leaders of Nigeria on Wednesday alleged plot by some individuals to discredit the Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, over the economic recovery of plans of the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired. The council at a news conference in Abuja claimed that the detractors plan to paint very bad pictures of the economic situations of the country as a cover to allegedly launch a smear campaign so that the president will sack the CBN governor. The Ceylon noted that the individuals wanted to use misinformations and fabricated stories to pressurize the president to sack the CBN governor. Speaking on behalf of the council, the president of the Middlebelt Youth Council, Meliga Godwin, called on all the security agencies to immediately investigate this act of economic sabotage with a view to nipping it in the bud. The council further alleged that the detractors were offered 2 million naira to join in the fight against Emefiele. And in entertainment gist, superstar singer Davido has lifted the suspension of his logistics manager, Israel DMW.
Who did you find? You don't see him. See Ogun.
Recall that Israel DMW had taken to Instagram to appeal to the singer not to sack him after he defended and battled police officer Abba Kyari following his indictment in an international fraud case by the US government. Before sharing a video of Israel praising him on his Insta story, Davido and his logistics manager have not been seen together for months. On the foreign scene, Australia has defended its decision to scrap a multi-billion-dollar submarine purchase from France in favor of a new security pact with the US and UK. Prime Minister Scott Morrison rejected accusations that Australia had lied, saying France should have been aware it was prepared to break the deal. France says the AUKUS pact has led to a serious crisis between the allies. In an unprecedented move, it has recalled its ambassadors from the US and Australia as a sign of protest. Under the AUKUS pact, Australia will be given the technology to build nuclear-powered submarines as a way of countering China's influence in the contested South China Sea. And in sports, Lionel Messi made his home debut for Paris Saint-Germain but was replaced in the second half as they went on to beat Lyon to make it 6 wins from 6. Summer signing Messi hit the angle of post and bar with a free kick in the first half and forced a save from Anthony Lopez but was below his best. With the score at 1-1, he was replaced by right back Achraf Hakimi and did not look happy at coming off. Messi was given a round of applause but not in standing ovation by his fans. The 34-year-old who left Barcelona this summer did not stop but briefly said something to boss Mauricio Pochettino while walking past him to the bench. And that was the news. For more updates, please log on to our website www.NaijaWide.com and follow us on all our social media platforms at NaijaWide. Thanks for listening. I am James Odediran.